Yo, listen up. I got a story to tell y'all. This one takes place in a universe far, far away. It's a place where the stars twinkle in colors we've never seen before and the planets are alive with strange creatures. This is a universe where anything is possible, including the blurring of lines between reality and perception. Our hero, a being known only as X, woke up one day with no memory of who or what they were. All they knew was that they existed, and that was enough for them. They spent their days wandering through the strange and wondrous landscapes of their universe, searching for answers to their identity. One day, X stumbled upon a group of creatures who called themselves the Mind Menders. They were able to manipulate perception and reality itself, and X was immediately drawn to their power. The Mind Menders took X under their wing and began to teach them the art of perception manipulation. They showed X how to change the very fabric of reality, how to create illusions and bend time to their will. X was amazed by their abilities and knew that this was the key to unlocking their true identity. As X grew stronger in their abilities, they began to question the nature of their existence. If reality could be manipulated so easily, then what was real and what was just an illusion? X struggled with this question, but the Mind Menders assured them that reality was what they made of it. One day, X stumbled upon a group of rebels who were fighting against the oppressive regime that ruled over their part of the universe. They were fighting for freedom and equality, and X knew that they had to join their cause. X joined the rebels and used their perception manipulation abilities to help them in their fight. They created illusions to distract the enemy, slowed down time to give the rebels more time to plan their attacks, and even created a massive illusion of an army to scare off the enemy. Through their experiences with the rebels, X began to realize that their true identity was not defined by their abilities, but by their actions. They were not just a being who could manipulate perception, but a hero who fought for what was right. As the war raged on, X began to realize that their perception manipulation abilities were not enough to defeat the enemy. They needed to find a way to create a true army, one that was made up of real beings and not just illusions. X turned to the Mind Menders for help, but they refused to aid in their quest. They believed that the power of perception manipulation should not be used for violence or war, but for enlightenment and self-discovery. Undeterred, X set out on a mission to create their own army. They traveled from planet to planet, gathering beings from all walks of life to join their cause. They used their perception manipulation abilities to convince them to fight for freedom and equality. As the army grew stronger, X began to realize that their perception manipulation abilities were not enough to win the war. They needed to find a way to defeat the enemy once and for all. X turned to science for the answer. They studied the universe's laws of physics and discovered a way to create a weapon that could destroy the enemy's entire fleet in one fell swoop. X and their army set out to destroy the enemy's fleet. They used their perception manipulation abilities to create a massive illusion of their own fleet, luring the enemy into a trap. The enemy fell for the trap, and X unleashed their weapon, obliterating the entire fleet. X and their army emerged victorious, but at a great cost. In the aftermath of the war, X reflected on their journey and the lessons they had learned. They realized that their identity was not defined by their abilities, but by the choices they made and the actions they took. X and their army became heroes to many, celebrated for their bravery and their fight for freedom. But X knew that their work was not done. They continued to travel through the universe, spreading their message of equality and justice. As X journeyed, they discovered that there were others like them, beings who had awakened with no memory of their past. X took them under their wing, teaching them the ways of perception manipulation and helping them discover their true identities. X realized that their journey was not just about finding their own identity, but helping others find theirs as well. They had become a beacon of hope and inspiration to all those who sought to create a better universe. And so, X continued to journey through the universe, fighting for what was right and helping others discover their true identities. They knew that the journey was never truly over, but they were ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. For X, the universe was a never-ending adventure, full of possibilities and wonder.